All right. Hello. Hello, hello. We're back with some PowerWash Simulator. Just dotting some I's and crossing some T's, and we'll get straight into it. In the meantime, enjoy this smooth, relaxing music before we play this smooth, relaxing game. Bear with me, bear with me. Okay. Well, I'm just going to jump into it. There was an update today, I think. Unfortunately, I am not there yet, so we have to play through the regular stuff, which is fine because it's just, it's power washing. It is power washing. We just did the back garden for the second time because we did it, then we started over all our progress and had to do it again. But we've powered through it quickly and efficiently. Let's just jump into it, yo. Hello, game. Oh, am I just in it already? Tablet, go away. What is going on, game? I think the game is broke. They broke the game with the update. I can't close my tablet. Cool. Okay. I'll restart the game, I guess. Wow. Great start. Sure glad no one's here watching. Watching this game fail. Let's try this again. Please work. Now it worked, baby. Ah, there we go. We're in it. We are here. We have made it. The big leagues. We have us a playground to clean. Well, let's get to cleaning, shall we? In all its satisfying glory. One garbage can down. It all starts with a garbage can. Very satisfying. Who knew that cleaning a park bench could be so satisfying? I've decided, at least for the time being, that Wednesdays is just kind of a good middle of the week chill until I can find something else. Not to say that this game does not deserve to be streamed. I'm just saying I couldn't think of anything else. This is the only thing that came to mind. Why not chill in the middle of the week with a nice chill game? Let's get the peripheral stuff. We'll get the benches and the garbage can and work on the dinosaur. Hey, how's it going, Ramondres? Welcome to the stream, my dude. We're just chilling. Listening to some chill tunes, power washing some chill park benches. And we're doing a heck of a good job, if I do say so myself. How you doing? Hope you're having a good evening? Is it evening for you? I'm not sure. I can't keep everyone's time zone straight. Doing good? Morning? Okay, it's morning for you. Well, that's good. I hope it's good. There's always a soccer ball. Everywhere we go, there's a soccer ball. Is that a hint? Could be a hint. Could be nothing. Probably nothing. I'm reading too much into it, probably. Oh, interesting. I think they've added 3 different, like, there's like an extra height. Like, it used to be standing and then like crouching, but now there's like a standing, crouching, and then like almost a prone to get real down low to clean all these dirty things. They just updated the game recently, I think today. I was mentioning it earlier. Unfortunately, we started over all of our content, so I didn't get to see it until we get there, which will probably be a little while. Possibly. I don't know where it comes into play. Woohoo! Nice. Yeah, we're cleaning a playground, apparently. Interesting. They've changed this. This entire floor used to be something that needed to be cleaned, and they've just relegated it to around the structures. Interesting. A little more doable, I guess, but it wasn't that big of a deal before. Got to appreciate it that they're continuing to update and add stuff to a game about power washing. So fresh and so clean. They're just riding the wave. Heck yeah. Ride that wave. Sometimes that's all you can do. Sometimes that's all you need to do. How's your week going for you? Already feels like it's been a long week for me. Every day I keep being like, it's only this day. Yesterday it was only Tuesday. Today it's only Wednesday. It just feels like this week is dragging on. Not a fan of the dragging on type of weeks. Hey, Pike, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Wednesday is halfway. Yep, that's kind of why we're doing this today. I kind of felt like Wednesday, it's halfway, it's hump day. We've been playing this on Wednesdays. I felt, why not just keep playing it for a bit? It's a nice chill game to kind of midway through the week kind of thing. Looks like you're not that late after all. Nope, you're not late at all. We've only just begun. Already Thursday here. Oh man, time's going fast for you. Dang, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I wish the work day would go by quick, and then like when I get home and stream, it would go by way slower, but it kind of works the other way around because streaming is something that I enjoy doing. So of course it goes by much quicker. And of course work is something that I don't enjoy, so it goes by really slow. Yeah, Pike, they updated this game recently. I think today. It was the day it dropped. So I don't know if we'll see any of that. We've already seen some changes. Like there's 3 modes of like crouching now instead of only 2, which is kind of an interesting choice. And this entire playground, which is what we're cleaning, all this used to be something that needed to be cleaned, and now it's not. It's an interesting choice on their part, in my opinion, to change that. Oh, and I obviously I was thinking about playing with Streamlabs for the stream. I didn't really have time to mess with it when I got home, so I just decided to stick with regular old OBS for now. So maybe over the weekend I will attempt to play around with it a little bit more, because there's a lot of more notifications and alerts and other fun stuff that you can do with Streamlabs. So I'm thinking I will use Streamlabs for, at least for Twitch. I might just keep it regular OBS for YouTube streaming. Yeah, you pretty much go prone now, which I mean is helpful, like especially for like trying to get under the freaking dinosaur here. Which before I think you couldn't. You could only kind of get kind of close to it, and you could still get everything. Like I never came face to face in a scenario in this game so far that you couldn't get to, but it is helpful for sure. Hey Tifa, oh my gosh, you made it as well. Had to say so you won't miss this. JK, your stomach decided wanted to stay home this ship for sure. Oh well, I'm sorry that your stomach is giving you hell again, but I'm glad that I could maybe help with some chill, relaxing PowerWash simulator. It's a good opportunity for, you know, everyone to kind of like chill out and like hang out, and we can chit chat. And I was just explaining to, hey Astronomical, welcome to the stream, my dude. Welcome. Hello. I was just explaining to Pike that I know I'd mentioned possibly experimenting with Streamlabs. I decided not to because I didn't really have time to play with it when I got home from work. So we're not doing any of that, just regular old OBS. Perhaps over the weekend I will play with it some more and see what we can do, though. I'll just try to pay attention more to chat when someone exchanges points for stuff. That was the biggest thing to try to, and I did look into a way that is possible. Like, I don't think Streamlabs by default has the ability to give you the different sounds for when someone, you know, cashes in channel points, but there are ways of doing it. I believe there's other means, third-party softwares and stuff. We're here cleaning this big old purple dinosaur. This purple dinosaur needs some cleaning, some tender loving care from yours truly. Dinos are pretty freaking rad. Just got home and your foot is hurting. Oh my goodness. PJSY Luvia, do you feel like a paleontologist yet? Yes, this is what I imagine paleontology actually entails. This is the true story behind paleontology. Also, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good evening and all day. Welcome to Late Night Power Wash and Chill with me, your host, Jaw Red. There actually is a game that I think is still being worked on. I think it's still in the prototype phase, where you are like, it's like this, like, excuse me, like this kind of game, but you are like actually uncovering dinosaur bones and stuff like that. Another simulator type game. I played the demo of it, just on my own, just for fun, and it was pretty fun. It might be something worth checking out when they do more work on it. Can't remember what it's called now off the top of my head. Think it's just a cut? Oh my goodness. You think Aussies have a different aspect of minor injuries? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Australia seems like a much harsher environment, maybe? Maybe that's a preconceived notion of Australia, but it definitely seems like there's more in Australia that is harmful. So I imagine you would take a different approach to injury. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but... Aussies have terrifying spiders. Ugh, I don't even want to talk about spiders. I don't want to have to talk or think about spiders until next time I play Grounded. If I wasn't afraid of spiders before, which I pretty much am, that game would make me afraid of spiders. Realize that most big old spiders are actually harmless. It's the small ones. That does sound right. Like, in most cases that I am aware of, that is the case. Like, I mean, take the tarantula, for instance. Is huge, but is mostly harmless. And you've got, like, over here, one of the more dangerous ones is, like, a brown recluse. Which is much smaller and a million times more deadly. Not sure if that's better. I don't think it is better, but it's definitely information. So if you have a big spider, pet spider, you will keep away the others. I don't know. That is a good question, actually. Do you think spiders know which of themselves is more if they're more deadly than other spiders? Do you think there's like a hierarchy of spider lethality? Like, do you think a black widow knows that it's a black widow and it's extremely deadly? And if the black widow ever meets like a tarantula, are they like, do they respect each other or do they try to kill each other? And does a tarantula sense that a black widow is more deadly? And therefore, would it stay away? I managed to accidentally pick hard mode when you were born, so now I'm here. Oh no. I think most people, whether they know it or not, pick hard mode. Life is mostly hard mode. Obviously, there are exceptions. Depends on type. Everything here fights to death. Okay. That sounds about right. Oh, we got a whole mess up here. Oh, okay. I wasn't done, but all right. I think the coolest, like I don't like spiders, but the coolest thing I ever saw when I lived at my parents' when I was just a kid, like playing in the backyard. This is back when kids played in the outside. I saw a spider and a bee fighting each other, and the spider was hanging down on its web, like, you know, dangling down, and this bee was just stinging it, like, just repeatedly with its stinger. Like, it was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. I mean, I'm sure you've seen much crazier in Australia. Here in the old, you know, US of A, in my region, that's a fairly, in my opinion, a fairly unique occurrence to see something like that. You get a lot of nasty spiders and stuff in Germany, Tifa? That's out of curiosity. First time you saw Spider-Man, you picked out a spider that can't even hurt you and tried to make it bite me? Oh. Why? You wanted them superpowers? I want them superpowers. Spider-Man was always like a favorite of mine growing up, but I don't think I ever tried to get a spider to bite me thinking I was gonna get some special powers from it. I think there's only dangerous spiders here when they get imported with bananas. Ah, I see. So you don't have really any deadly insects. I think the last time you said something about the weather, it was like not very hot. It doesn't get very hot there. You had to close the supermarket last year to look for a spider running around there. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe not. Okay, that's a little crazy. I've never heard of anything like that here. Must have been one heck of a spider for them to close down an entire supermarket. That is crazy. Harper Shaw, did you hear it? The mayor, Cat Ulysses, is missing. The whole town's on the lookout for him in time for the festival. He won't have spring until he's put on the hat. Is that the hat? Is that the cat from the backyard level that we cleaned? To be honest, if I had to wear that hat, I'd go missing. Are you suggesting, Harper Shaw, that you are encouraging the cat having run away? You're a horrible person. Oh, but spiders weren't that bad when you talk about kangaroos. kangaroos are bad. I've only heard that kangaroos are bad. Like, they are aggressive and they're strong. And some of the pictures I've seen of kangaroos, man, they look freaking jacked. Like they spend time in the gym just lifting. Not bad, but dangerous to kick you. They can break your ribs to your back. Good lord. That does not sound pleasant. Kangaroos apparently like to strange dogs, or do you mean strangle dogs? I don't like the sound of either of that. But why exactly? But why? That doesn't stop some people from punching them over a dog. I've seen videos. I saw a video of like a kangaroo that was messing with some guy's dog, and the guy just like straight up squared down with this kangaroo, walked right up to the kangaroo and punched him square in the jaw. Kangaroo looked like he had just been insulted. Don't mess with a dog. Don't mess with a dog, kangaroo. We ain't gonna have it. We can't have any of it. Yep. Yep, that's the one. Always defend your pets. What if your pet is a kangaroo? Are there people with pets that are kangaroos? Or is that like looked down upon? Often the dogs try to harass. The dogs are just tempting fate then? Don't they know better? Don't mess with the buff kangaroo, dog. Yes, people often take babies if the mum is run over or something. Really? And are they domesticated like a dog or a cat, or do they just kind of like hold on to them but they still kind of wild? Also, if you don't want to talk about like your, like where you're from and that kind of stuff, like don't feel obligated. I'm sure you get asked questions like this all the time. I don't want you to feel like you're the national spokesperson for Australia or anything, but I mean, if you want to, that's fine, but don't feel obligated. I just enjoy learning about places I've never been to and probably will never get to go to. There are people with kangaroos in Germany? Interesting. As a pet, it's illegal to kill kangaroos unless you have government permission. Interesting. Isn't the kangaroo like is it the Australian like national animal or something like that? Or is that just like one of those things people think about because people automatically associate kangaroos in Australia? And the emu. Interesting. Yeah, so emu is just like a A variation of the ostrich. I saw a video. You can hug emus, they're completely harmless. I don't know about that though. I mean, maybe. I saw a video at some point somewhere. It might have been like a TikTok or something about the Australia essentially going to war with emus because they were just there were so many of them and they were like destroying crops and stuff like that. I'm sure it had nothing to do with them being aggressive, but I'm just curious if that's something that is a thing. They are kind of like chocobos. They only kick through metal and have poisonous toes. No big deal. Yeah. No big deal. So did my ex. We had a war with emus after they stole our beer. Now that's worth going to war over. That is worth a war. They stole our beer. Those damn birds. And you lost that war, and they are fairly harmless left alone. Yes, we did. No, you didn't get the beer back? No! A true crime against humanity. Gotta get this floor done. It's the like, just, I don't know, it's just massive. And I wouldn't be pleased until it's done. You saw a clip where an emu took a six-pack out of the back of someone's oot and then ran off, dropping it. They couldn't even hold on to it. Damn emus. Some emus just want to watch the world burn, am I right? Like, they don't even want the beer. They don't even know what beer is. They just know that we like it. And then they take it from us because we're not allowed to have anything beautiful. Mayor Jefferson, how did Dirtfinder put everything on hold? My golf buggy soiled like you wouldn't believe. Can't do it, Mayor. I'm on the job, and I never leave a job half done. Not even for the mayor. Why do they steal it and they don't even drink it? Exactly. I mean, if an emu ran off with my Guinness, that would be fighting words. fighting actions, and I would have to promptly do something about it. Although they're quite fast, so I imagine they're easily able to outrun anyone on foot. Animals tend to really enjoy beer once introduced to it. Interesting. That's because beer is nectar of the gods. Ah! And there we did it. The floor is now complete, just like that. Went to an emu farm on a school camp this year. Nice. Very cool. But that was enlightening. How many made it back to school alive? Oh my. Hopefully all of them. Emus produce emus. Emu farms produce emus, right? And eggs? Do emus... I'm assuming emus hatch or lay eggs like ostriches do. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I should put my picture down a little bit so y'all can see the percentages. Someone in the last stream made a point to point that out, and I completely forgot about it. But that it is fixed. If anyone cares, or if that is part of the satisfaction factor, it is now there. Emu farm mainly produces eggs. Most meat on them is the thighs. Exotic meat tends to sell at higher prices. I've never had emu. I've had ostrich before. It was like ostrich jerky or something. It's been a long time. I can barely remember it. I was very young when I tried it. There's almost nothing people won't eat. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the absolute truth? Even things that we shouldn't eat, we eat. And I'm not just talking about things that are unhealthy, like desserts and chips and all those other really good things, but like things that are actually poisonous, like Tide Pods. Nice. I had to go home, missed on trying some. Oh, that's a bummer. Surely it's more like accessible, I would think. I mean, if you've got like farms dedicated to the animals, I would imagine that getting their meats is probably a little bit easier for you. Maybe not. What do I know? I don't live there. You also eat kangaroo, but you need a very special license to kill and make food with them. Interesting. It's like a protected animal in all manners. After the bushfire, sadly, not many farms remain. Oh, that's darn shame. Sorry to hear that. A lot of people out of work, probably. It's probably a fairly decent industry over there. You like platypuses? They are cute. I don't think I've actually ever seen one in person. Maybe at a zoo. Right? They have those at zoos, don't they? I don't know. I haven't been to a zoo since I was a kid. Not really down. I'm not really down with the whole zoo thing anyways. I'll be perfectly honest. Aquariums are cool though. where you are, I'm in the middle of 3 really bad fires and had to evacuate. It was all hazy within seconds. Oh, jeez. I remember when all that was going on. I'm glad you made it safe, though, Astronomical. Never saw them either and went to many zoos. Oh. Maybe it's not a common zoo animal. I don't know. They're just a legend. Legends speak of the elusive platypus. Is a platypus a Australian animal? Why do I feel like that is? But I feel like I'm also completely wrong. I don't know. You believe it is? Nedwich, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I hadn't seen you. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. For some reason, it just makes me think that it is. And I'll explain why here in a minute. Yes, it is. Okay. So the reason I was thinking that, I don't know if you guys are familiar with an older game called Monkey Island. It was an old LucasArts like adventure type game. And in I think the 4th game that they ever did, there was an Australian like just eccentric millionaire who was like buying up all the like pirate places, because it's a game about pirates if you're not familiar with it. I can't remember his name, but he had like he was like a big game hunter kind of like type of a character. So his house was littered with, you know, stuffed taxidermy type animals, and one of them was a platypus. And just the way he said platypus always made me think that it must be an Australian animal. Very strange, I know, but that's where I get my information mostly, is from video games, so. But they are dangerous, are they? They carry poison as everything carries poison. You also just have cute animals. Yeah, you just have like animals that are just cute, that aren't like poisonous, that just exist to exist and make people go, "Aw." You have any animals like that? Ah. Did you know that kangaroos have poison? I did not know that till just like during the stream. Hey, Torin, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, my bro. How's it going? We're talking about kangaroos and other various Australian flora and fauna. Have you ever seen a kangaroo saddle? No, I have not. Do people ride kangaroos? Why does that feel like it would be a mount from like Super Mario or something? A kangaroo. Kind of like Yoshi. Yoshi's kind of like a lizard kangaroo. There's a really weird thing to say out loud, actually. They do. Wow, that's crazy. You don't have sheep? You don't have sheep, but people ride kangaroos. Kangaroos aren't that large, though. Yeah, I guess they are larger than life, right? Meaning there, you know, it's like misconception. Like people think of kangaroos and maybe they perceive them differently than they actually are. 'Nooks and crannies. Gotta get all them nooks and crannies. We know the drill, game. We know the drill. Actually large depending on where they are. They're not normally as large as depicted. Yeah, I kind of figured. I just assume that most things aren't the way they are depicted. Most things get over dramatized. .500 by 500 pixels? What? Is that how big a kangaroo is, Tifa? Is that how big kangaroos are in Germany? They're 500 by 500 pixels? If they're seriously sick or hurt, they'll either go on the road or look like a threat that needs killing to end their own suffering? Oh my goodness. I mean, there's certain something about that though. You know, a creature that can recognize suffering outside of just like base instinct. I can recognize it as something that they can fix themselves. It's kind of interesting, really. Pixel Sean, hey Sean, how's it going? Good day, everyone. International Kangaroo Saddle Salesman. Can I interest anyone in a saddle? Sign me up. As long as I can pay in... What do I have? A really bad ocarina song. I can pay in one of those. It's really an ocarina, and I'm really bad at it. I hope that's good enough. Welcome to the stream, Pixel Shot, and I hope you're having a good evening and or day. Oh, extra cleaning liquid in stock? That's different. There is some updates as of today with this, so there is some different things going on with this game. Just interesting. Very interesting indeed. What kind of deals can you offer? Yeah, that's the question need be answered. And asked. Can you imagine going to like into battle on like just like everyone on the backs of kangaroos? Like what that would do to the morale of the opposing forces? Would they give up, or would they just be so dumbfounded that they would just lose all will to fight? I know, how very American of me. How do we weaponize kangaroos? I'm sorry. Looking pretty clean. Taking a bit, but we getting there. This is a cool conversation though. I'm really digging this. I like learning about, again, I like learning about places that I've never been to and likely will never go to because poor. You just ride bareback? Dude, Astronomical is a pro, guys. Can you pay in Vegemite? Hey, nerdy activist, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Emu War, so American, I know. But there was an Emu War, though. That's the thing. Like, there was, like, Australia had a war against the emus, so I didn't technically even come up with it. Like, the idea, I mean, I'm sure has been bouncing around in someone's head. I just voiced it. Hear my voice. Also, hoy, hot. Also hot or hoy. Opposing voices are riding on rhinos. Rhinos against the emus or the kangaroos. Oh my gosh! And then like a side army of emu riders. My gosh. It wasn't a war. It was two guys with dodgy guns. I believe that. I believe that. Not sure how they got translated into war. Who knows? Probably just someone's wishful thinking. Like, oh, can you imagine? For the record, I don't actually want to see a war of people on emus and kangaroos and stuff. It's just a thought. It's just a funny thought, okay? They were Nerf guns. Pew, pew, pew. You collect rhino figurines? Oh, really? Interesting. Like porcelain figurines or just like any kind of figurines? Ding ding! We did it! We cleaned a thing. We're so clean in here. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, gotta head off, get some dinner. Take care. Well, thanks for stopping in, Pixel Sean. I hope you have a wonderful dinner and a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, please. Any kind even made of wood from Africa. Oh, cool. The most destructive animal in Australia was the rabbit. Interesting. Getting into everyone's crops and stuff, probably. I can see that. Any kind of invasive species is destructive in its own way. What games do you typically play? Are you talking to me, Snedwich? I play a lot of horror games typically. I'm going to answer anyways. I'm not even going to wait for an answer. I play a lot of horror games on my YouTube channel. I'm kind of branching out a little bit on Twitch here just to kind of give myself a chance to play some different stuff. I like playing horror games, but sometimes you just got to do some different stuff sometimes. And I actually played this game when it was just a demo from the developers. So it's been one of those games that I've kind of played off and on for a while through the demo stages, and now that it's out, I get to play it some more. I'm talking to you. Okay, I mean, there's so much chat going on. I don't want to be like presumptuous, I suppose. But yeah, a lot of horror games. I mean, I play a lot of different stuff though. I mean, like on my off time, like just for me, like lately I've been playing a lot of like Elder Scrolls Online. I mostly play horror games for my channel. Like I really don't play horror games on my own, which is interesting. But I enjoy them. But I kind of save them for the YouTube stuff. But I mean I just like video games in general, so I play all kinds of stuff. RPGs, some shooters. I'm not as big into shooters as I used to be. Like when I was younger, I used to really be into first-person shooters. Not as much these days because they haven't really changed much. Some of them look prettier, but I mean, is this a first-person shooter? I mean, technically what we're playing right now is a first-person shooter. But like Call of Duty and stuff, like I do play some Call of Duty every now and then, but I prefer other means of games these days. I really like open world, like RPGs, like The Witcher, Skyrim, stuff like that. What about you? What do you like to play? You like Twitch more than YouTube? Got burnt out making YouTube content? Yeah, I can definitely understand that. One of the reasons that I've started streaming on Twitch is because YouTube sucks with the algorithm, and like even just like the notification system is just like completely broken. Like there'll be people coming into a stream like, you know, 2 or 3 hours into the stream and they had just gotten a notification, or you know, didn't get one at all and just happened to see it or whatever. So I was like, you know what, I need to try to branch out to Twitch. So that's what we're doing. So we stream on Twitch occasionally now. Aussie's even built a great rabbit fence. The great rabbit fence, not as effective as the great dingo fence. Couldn't get into ESO. Yeah, I definitely get that. Like, I play it in small bits, but my attention span for MMOs in general has waned over the years. ESO is kind of my, like, brainless game. Like, I can play it and I'll have something on YouTube on, or I'll be watching something on Netflix, and I just kind of like zone out and play. It's a good game for just zoning out. I would definitely prefer Elder Scrolls 6. But I think most people would at right about now. You like a lot of roguelike games. Okay, been playing through Griftlands. Okay, I was... Excuse me, oh my goodness. How rude of me. A buddy of mine, fellow streamer, Crazy Eyed Eddie, which he might be still streaming right now, I'm not sure. He might be getting pretty close to being done. He's 3 hours ahead of me. I was hanging out with him in Discord one night, and we were just talking about different games, and he was playing through Griftlands, and it seemed kind of neat. I mean, not really my thing. Like, I don't really go for the whole deck building roguelike type stuff, which is what I'm thinking you're talking about, unless I'm getting my games wrong. But it's still pretty cool. I can always appreciate games even if I don't really necessarily like want to play them. Like, just gaming in general I find fascinating. You had a spider on you. Oh no. We were just talking about spiders. It's a good thing you weren't here then, because you'd really be freaking out. You release it into the wild. Off you go, little spider. Be lucky you weren't, like, found by me, because I'm not so, like, I don't hunt. I like creatures. Most times I like creatures more than actual people. But spiders, I'm sorry. If there's a spider and you're near me, you've broken the alliance treaty between me and the spider race. Like, I won't bother spiders if they don't bother me, but if you break the treaty and you come into my area, I will respond with great force. It's just the way it has to be. Your preference for games are freeform and first-person shooters. Right on. Right on. Any in particular that you've been playing Fallout recently, haven't you, Astronomical? Fallout's a great game. I like Fallout a lot. I don't know if I necessarily, I mean, is Fallout a first-person shooter? I guess it is. It's a first-person shooter RPG. Definitely what I would call a what's the word I'm thinking of? Wow. I better drink a drink. It's an exception. Wow. Brain no worky. My brain decided to shut down completely, just trying to think of words. Fallout's a good, you know what? I'm just not gonna talk about Fallout anymore. Apparently talking about Fallout just shuts my brain down, so I ain't gonna do it. Exceptions or otherwise. It's a good game though. I like Fallout. Although I was never able to get into Fallout 76, so take that for that. Oh, okay. I was way ahead of you, nerdy activist, but thank you anyways. Hydrated, thank you. Keep me hydrated with my my Dr. Pepper, which I never drink, but I happen to have some at my disposal recently, so I was like, why not? Why freaking not? Oh, bugs and spiders don't have much chance to, yeah, me neither. Mosquitoes, oh, screw mosquitoes. And they were out heavy for me tonight. There's freaking mosquitoes everywhere. Which is weird because they don't normally come after me, but lately they've just been like flocking to me. I guess it's just because I'm so daggum sweet. Like Fallout, want to play the OGS, but also like RPGs. OGS, the OGS. What is the OGS? Old school? The old school Fallouts? I've taken too much radiation damage. Yep. Half speed. I rolled a 1 on intelligence check. Oh, man. You guys, you gotta remember, like when I come home and I start streaming, I've already just spent the day working. So the likelihood of my brain not working together in tandem with my mouth is a very high probability. Fallout franchise, yeah, it's a great franchise. I only played Fallout 4. That's all right. I mean, getting into Fallout, I think I got into Fallout with Fallout 3. Like, I never played the old games, so. Oh shit, you a D&D guy? Am I a D&D guy? Oh, I'm a D&D guy. Oh yeah. Yep. I mean, as much as I can be. Actually, yesterday, which is Tuesday. So Tuesdays I've been streaming the new D&D Dark Alliance game, which, I mean, for a D&D game, it's like not really a good example of a D&D game, but at least it's set in the universe of D&D. Yeah, I'm totally down for D&D, man. I've been talking to another follower here by the name of Sean Woodard. I can never get his last name right. We've been talking about some D&D stuff, and I was playing with some friends of mine there for a little bit before the old pandemic thing happened, and that kind of made things even harder to do. We haven't played in a little while, but yeah, I love D&D. I always tell people that I would play D&D over any video game any day. Like, D&D is so much fun, and you don't really understand how fun it is until you've done it. OG as an original. Gotcha. I figured that's what you meant, astronomical, but I just want to double check. Yeah, I've never played Fallout 1 or 2. I started with the third game when Bethesda took over. New Vegas is fun. Yep. You're a Wizards of the Coast certified DM? Are you for real, dude? You literally have a nerd license. That's so freaking cool. DMing isn't something that I've delved into, but it's something that I've been playing around with, because I feel like at some point, if I want to play with more people, I'm probably gonna have to be the one to step up and do more DMing type stuff. But truth be told, like my experience with D&D is extremely low. Like, when I started playing with my friends, it was the first time, and I haven't played with other people other than that. So, I mean, like, but I love it. It's so much fun. Like, I crave it. Like I said, once unless you've actually done it, like it doesn't make sense until you've played, especially with people that you know and have fun with. It makes all the difference in the world, I'm sure. And just being able to goof off with your friends and stuff, it really is just a priceless experience. If I was to equate D&D to like a video game experience, it would be like the old split screen experience where you're just sitting around playing with your friends and having a good time. You have over 300 Star Trek books. Dang. That's a pretty good nerd license too. New Vegas, yeah. It just gives me credits to run games at conventions and local hobby shops. It's not that hard. It's still pretty cool though, man. It's still pretty cool. I mean, how many people can say that, you know? I mean, that's the thing. I can't say that. You've been playing since you were 14. You have a decade of experience. Nice. Yeah, my experience is relegated to 5e. I never played the other older versions. I never played Pathfinder. So I mean, and take that as you will. I mean, I don't know how people who've been playing since for, you know, the old days, how they feel about 5e. I know some people don't really care for it because it's too simplified. I certainly enjoy it because I don't necessarily have the time to learn anything too complex these days. So it's a good cop out for me, at least. News Vegas is easy to beat if you have a shovel and head north to a grave and dig it up. There's an OP weapon and armor. Nice little insider tip there from Astronomical Gamer. Want to play a lot of older games are great. In fact, it was something I was thinking about doing like for today, like Wednesday nights or Thursday mornings, depending on when you are, like streaming on Twitch, like maybe doing like some retro games, because I like me some retro games. I mean, there's a lot of really old games that are worth playing that people don't play anymore. You mainly play 5e. It's most, yeah, it is, from what my understanding, it is the most accessible, and I think that's great. Like, whatever you want to say about the older versions and stuff, like, I think making it more accessible was like the best thing that D&D could have ever done. Like, because it still has such a stigmata about it in a lot of circles, and I think people actually being able to just like jump in and play is extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. Split screen is, oh, I missed the time you can do. Yeah, I know, right? Split screen, like GoldenEye on the old N64. Man, those were the days right there. back when gaming was cool. Okay, Nozzle is freaking acting weird. You think 5e made the game accessible to people that want to learn how to play? It's done, yeah, it's done incredibly, so much wonders for the franchise. And I definitely feel like that alone is worth it. Because like I said, like I wish that I'd started playing D&D so much sooner. Like I grew up with like people, like family and like religious people that still to this day consider D&D to be like, you know, satanic and stuff like that. So like I grew up never experiencing D&D as a kid, and I just started playing maybe 2 years ago is the first time I ever played it, and I'm in my 30s, and I feel like I've been cheated out of something great. You know, like I wish that I had been able to start so much sooner. And I feel like I was cheated out of that experience because of misconceptions of the game. What does that have to do with 5e? Maybe nothing. Maybe I just wanted to rant about it for a second. Screen cheating days, that's right. No, what do they call it? Cherry picking? When you'd look at where your buddy was so you could like go kill him. Man, I got pissed with so many people for doing that. Cheating's bullcrap. Grew up in the Bible Belt, had to tell mom was going to Bible study in order to play. Nice. Yeah, there's probably people that if they knew that we were playing, because they're still very much in that sort of mentality, they'd probably disown us. And it's just, it's so weird that that's still a thing, but it is. It definitely is. But the funny thing is, like, a lot of them, if they were given a chance to play and put, like, you know, misconceptions and prejudices aside, they would probably freaking enjoy the crap out of it. That's the true tragedy of it, honestly. Sadly, only old enough to remember when the Xbox 360 came out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Xbox 360 was a solid system, and still is, honestly. Like, I wish I still had mine. My 360 was plagued with the old red ring of death, so I had to send it back like 3 or 4 times over its over the time I had it, until it finally just, like, I gave up on it. I think it's a solid platform. It's a good system to have started on. Like, I remember when it came out, so it's kind of funny that some of the greatest fantasy novels are written by devout Christians, though, and D&D. What? Yeah, exactly. Like Tolkien. Like, I mean, perfect example. The originator of the freaking genre. I think he wasn't he? Maybe not. I don't know. But still, you're right. Silly, silly people. Silly people like other people telling them what to do instead of making up their own damn minds. This roof cleans a lot easier than I remember it the first time. Your 360 red ring too. Yeah, oh man, what an issue that system with that system, man. I mean, at least they were willing to fix it, though. I mean, I gotta give them that. They were willing to. They would send me a box, and I would I would ship it to them. They'd fix it, free, you know, free shipping. I didn't have to pay for shipping ever. And then, you know, in a couple weeks or whatever, it would come back and it would work for a good long time until it happened again, and and then we do it all over again. But man, some of my fondest memories with some of the games on that system. Good times. Gotta give love to the PS2. Oh, PS2 was a freaking absolute solid system. PS2 was a system, like, when it first came out, like, I couldn't get one because I was still pretty young and I was pretty much dependent on, like, my parents to buy me stuff like that. And at the time, like, I didn't really have, like, a console. Like, I was a PC gamer when I was younger, but, like, as far as, like, console gaming, my first console was a N64, and that's only because, like, my mom saw the 3D graphics and thought it was, you know, more impressive than other systems. Apparently the army here used the PS2. Interesting. Like for training purposes or just like to play games on? Super Nintendo, Commodore 64. I played Super Nintendo. I don't think I've actually ever played a Commodore 64. Like I don't think I've actually ever had access to one. I mean, I would totally play one. Glad you chose Nintendo. You could toss a GameCube off a roof and it would work fine. Dude, the great GameCube was another like underrated solid system. Like some of the best games on that system, man. Another example, just like make up your own mind for stuff. Like I feel like the GameCube kind of got a bad rap from people who didn't really play it and didn't understand it. But for those of us who actually had one and played it, it's like, no, this was a freaking solid system. Do not speak ill of it. If you had a white Xbox on a black one, it would do custom faceplate. Oh, nice. Like do some artwork on it or something? Commodore because it was your first gaming computer, Super Nintendo because it was so amazing. Yeah, like it was a huge difference, like a huge step from the original NES to the Super NES, like huge difference. Super Nintendo was another console that I never owned because yeah, like it always, I guess it always appeared kind of hokey looking to my folks, sort of like 2D graphics and stuff. Like it wasn't like interesting enough, like it was a waste of time. But I always remember playing at my friend's house and stuff like that. And freaking Star Fox on the Super Nintendo was freaking brilliant. A bit of both. Back then, the PS2 was good. That they used it to run programs and stuff. Okay, interesting. I did not know that they used consoles for stuff like that. I've heard of the military, like there was a game that you could get on the PC called America's Army. This is obviously for the US. And it was a game, but it was also a game that like the military actually used for like training purposes. But I've never heard of them using consoles. That's pretty cool though. Says a lot about the console for, you know, the military to use it to do whatever they do. Star Fox! I'm gonna dip out, catch you another stream. All right, Snedwitch, thank you so much for hanging out, man. It was really great meeting you. And I definitely hope that you'll be here next time we do some streaming. You take care. We'll see you next time. You only had the little Nintendo handhelds until you bought a Switch now. Nice. Hey, the handhelds? There's a reason Nintendo is like still one of the best, you know, companies for gaming. It's because of those handhelds. So those handhelds are just as good as any console, honestly. I mean, that's essentially what they are. They're just handheld consoles, so. And your PlayStations. And those PlayStations. Used to have the original Game Boy, but your cousin stole it. What a dick. I remember a friend of mine having the original Game Boy when I was like in grade school, and he let me borrow it for like you know, kids let each other borrow stuff. Let me borrow it for a time, and it was like the coolest thing. I wanted to keep it so bad, and I wanted my own. I never actually got an original Game Boy. I got ones later, like, you know, Game Boy Colors and stuff like that, but I missed out on the original. Tis a shame. Yeah, I want to play a good old 360. I honestly wish that I still had mine. Like, there's some games that I would like to play. Like, there was one game I played back when you rented games. Does anyone remember that? Back when you rented games, and one of the games that I rented for the 360 back then was a game called Lost Odyssey, and it was like a JRPG type of game. And I've never really been big into JRPGs. I know Tifa is probably disowning me right now because Final Fantasy's a JRPG, but never really been into them much. But for some reason, that game in particular really was interesting to me. I don't know if anyone even remembers it or ever played it. Lost Odyssey. It was really cool, though. Your old Game Boy's in the cupboard? That's so cool. Totally keep that. Like, I have my old Nintendo 64 still. And even though I haven't hooked it up to a TV in ages, like, I just want to hold on to it because it's like, it was my first gaming console, and like, such an iconic one at that. Like, if I had an old Game Boy, I would put that in a display case. Don't use it though. It's just, yeah, just for the memories. Like, I don't even know if I'd want to use it because I'd be so afraid of like breaking it or something. But just to have it as like a collector's item, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Gosh, just when you think you're almost getting done with one of these maps, you turn around, press the tab button, you see all that yellow, orange, or whatever, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm ready to move on. You have 100 plus Xbox 360 games? Good lord. Your brother threw the Commodore away? Oh my gosh. That's like throwing away history. Like, who does that? Who does that? Oh, there was so much left. There was so much left. And then the game does that, and it robs me of my satisfaction by completing it way too early. Yeah, Commodore 64 is one of the original gaming computers from the 80s. Yeah, that would be super cool. I mean, you can still find them, but like to have your original that you used, man, that's real sad that he threw it out. I love old retro tech. Okay. Oh, I see. You didn't know what that was. Yeah, I mean, if you, it's yeah. I wouldn't blame you for not knowing what it was. Um, but now you do. There was a lot of different systems back then. Like, I don't even know if I can remember what they're all called. Like, well, heck, even the Atari. But I think most people know what the Atari is. Mostly because it's also a game company, not just a system. Intellivision, I think that was another gaming system back in the day. Fun fact, we're 89%. No, we're now 93% done. Because I just read that. And since then, I've been working my butt off. Working my butt off to get this place clean. We're getting there. This is another one of the larger maps. Just a lot of surface area to clean. Kind of like the skate park. Oh man, which we're gonna have to redo at some point. If that's the next level, I don't even know what I'll do. I don't think I could do it. I mean, to be fair, this is probably gonna be a shorter stream than normal anyways. But I swear, if the next level was the skate park, it might be even shorter than I thought. Oh yeah, you're keeping up. Sorry. The oldest computer you have was made in 2005. Plan on making it better so you can play today's games? All right, there you go. Okay. Wow, I wasn't even anywhere close again to being done with that, but hey, thanks game for the freebie. Played the original Max at school, the Oregon Trail. Heck yeah. I remember playing Oregon Trail with the old, like, was it 5.5-inch floppy? Is that the right one? It's like 3.5 and 5 or something like that. I can't even remember the dimensions. The old, like, you open the thing, you slide the big old floppy disk in, lock it in. It would cut the floppy disk came in its own sleeve and everything. What a great game. What a great... Oh, nice. There's a little to-do list on the side, which you guys can't see unless I move down a little bit lower here. Yeah, we got a little to-do list. That's nice. That's quite nice. Where floppy disks were actually floppy. Where the little save icon that everyone knows was actually a thing. Not just a save icon. Although even the traditional like save icon is the smaller floppy, which wasn't actually floppy, but still, it's all in that time frame. So that's the kind of retro games that I would like to be interested in playing, maybe on stream at some point, is like old retro games, like not necessarily Commodore old, but like DOS, like Windows DOS, floppy disks and stuff like that. I mean, I don't have the ability to play those games as floppies anymore, but that's why we have emulators. But man, I'd love to play like Monkey Island with you guys. Like, that's a game that I grew up on. I would love to be able to experience that with you guys. We're so close. We're so close. That sounds weird. Ah! Oh, we need some slides and some roofs. Some slides and some roofs. Sounds like a band. Slides and roofs. Get up the ladder, please. Thank you. They're really gonna nitpick me for this little tiny bit. Come on, up the ladder. Get up. Get up the ladder or you're done for. Oh, there's inside. Oh my gosh. See, I missed. Oh my gosh. I missed an entire inside area here. No wonder. The green screen, that monochromatic screens. Oh yeah, you knew that the common save icon was a floppy disk. Just wanted to know if they were actually floppy. Yeah, there were well, technically there was three. There was the 3.5-inch floppy disk, which is the save icon, which actually wasn't floppy. It was like a hard disk essentially. You had the 5-inch. I can't remember what the next sizes are, which was like much bigger, square. And it was floppy. Then they had really big ones that weren't as common, but they were also like just bigger versions of the actual floppy type discs. Flop, don't mind me. Okay, Tifa. That's why he threw out the Commodore. He said there are emulators now. I mean, that is true, but that's no reason to eliminate the real deal. Ugh, that hurts my soul. That hurts my soul to its core. You're gonna start playing the Master Chief Collection? Nice. I mean, Halo was one of my first games on the original Xbox. The Halo and Elder Scrolls Morrowind, those were my first Xbox games. I remember thinking Halo was so impressive, and I mean, in many ways it still is. The original Halo. Like, it was one of the first games I remember seeing with God rays, which is like where the sun rays shine in like between trees and stuff like that. It was one of the first games that I ever saw that actually implemented that. And now it's everywhere, but back then it was like super impressive. All right, we still have roof? I don't want to do roofs anymore. I hate roofs forever. Yeah, emulators definitely not the same. I mean, it's nice that there is emulators. You know, if you want to play those games and you don't have access to the original tech, but it's no excuse to just start throwing away perfectly good stuff. Shame, shame. We're so close. Now we're just down to the nitty gritty. We have a roof. There's still a roof? Where's their roof? Oh, this roof. Got you. I see you. I see you. You will not best me. I'm the cleaner mofo. Oh my gosh, there's a whole face over here. Finally. Jeez. I hope he didn't throw it out and someone else got it. I mean, I kind of hope someone else did get it. That means it still survived. It's like, it sucks that you don't have it, but if someone else was to get it and like restore it and care for it, that would have been awesome. Cheers. Halo's kind of declined the more game. Yeah, I've kind of lost interest in it, honestly, which is the same. A shame, not the same. Yeah, I hope someone else did get it. It's not rotting in a junkyard, exactly. Reach was great. Last one made by Bungie. Yep. For shame. For shame. Well, we're done with this job, guys. Woohoo! We did it! We did it! Look at that time progression. It's amazing. Haha! And now we can afford a medium duty. Wait, did we already have? Wait, did they lowered the prices? They lowered the prices. The medium duty used to be like $1,200. Well, now I kind of want to like save up for the heavy duty because we're almost there. Ridiculous. Okay, I'm not gonna do the house, but I'll do the golf cart. That's an easy job. Almost 2 hours. Yep, we're probably gonna be wrapping it up here pretty soon. When it comes to this game, I mean, I can really only do about 2 hours or so. Like, it's fun, and I really enjoy talking to you guys and stuff like that, but there's only so much I can clean. There's only so much cleaning I can do. You know, as someone who doesn't actually enjoy cleaning in real life, although I can't say that I don't enjoy power washing because I haven't really done that very often, but it'll also be finishing up, you know, a little bit earlier than normal streams. It'll give me more time to get some dinner and just like kind of chill and relax. I've been watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine lately, so that's what I'll do when I eat my dinner. It's one of the best Star Treks. If anyone here is a Trekkie, I mean, obviously a nerdy activist is a Trekkie. If you've got hundreds of Star Trek books, so I'm sure you know. Dang, that was a long one. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't want to get into another one. They do take quite a bit of time to complete these missions, to be perfectly honest. Good cleaning job. Clean all the stuff. Ooh, Star Trek. Tifa, are you a Star Trek lover as well? Like, I just like science fiction, you know, so Star Trek definitely itches that itch for science fiction in a way that like Star Wars doesn't do, because they're completely different types of science fiction. But yeah, I finished Next Gen recently. I mean, I've seen them all already, don't get me wrong, I've watched all of them already. TOS, the original series, I mean, it's good. I don't know if it's the best though. I mean, it's completely different. I mean, it's in an era of its own, and I mean, you can't argue about Kirk and those guys. I mean, they're super great. But my favorite, honestly, I don't know. Deep Space Nine is so good. It's one of those that so many people didn't care for as much. It's so freaking good though. Like, in so many ways, it's so good. More of a Star Wars fan. I mean, that's cool too. Like, I like Star Wars too. But like I said, like, Star Wars is like science fantasy, whereas Star Trek is science fiction. So they're kind of on different spectrums. So I appreciate them for different reasons. Sci-fi is great. You're a fan, but you haven't seen all. I mean, there's a lot to watch. There's some that I haven't seen. Like, what was the Discovery, the new one, the new series Discovery? I never saw the second season. I Am Monkeys. Hi, how are you? I'm doing good, man. We're just starting to wrap up the stream, my dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's like my worst pain. Like when I'm wrapping up a stream and people are coming in, it hurts my soul because I want to keep going, but I have to not. Kirk was a womanizer for sure. Picard is probably the best captain. Yeah, Kirk fell in love with every woman. He just loves his ship more. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, it's a completely different time period. Like between the original series and then like the Next Generation, like the amount of time in between those series, it's just like the world is a completely different place. Our world is a completely different place between those two time spans. Like it's almost hard to even compare them. I would say Captain Picard's my favorite captain, and I would probably say it's really hard to say which series is actually my favorite, but DS9 is really good. DS9's really good. Voyager's good too. I never saw Picard, the actual show. I would love to. One of these days I will. And oh gosh, I just keep seeing the viewer count go up. Like, why is it after 2 hours? Why is it after 2 hours more people start showing up? It hurts me. It hurts me to end things. But if I go do another job, we're gonna be here for like 4 hours, because that job we just did took 2 hours, and the next one, this house from the demo, that's a big job. That'll take like 2.5 hours. No, don't be sad. No, don't be sad. Don't be sad. We have 30 stars though, whatever stars are for. I never did figure out what stars are for in this game. You don't mind do it all day? Winky face. Wait, what? What do you do all day? Wait, what did I miss? I think I might have confused myself. How many planets do you have? How many planets do I have? Let me tell you something here. Let me tell you something. I've got all the planets. Every single planet you can ever dream of. Clean for me. I want to see it. Oh, I'm sorry, Tifa. I'm sorry. We just cleaned for 2 hours. How do you unlock new jobs? It might be based on the stars. It might be. It's hard to say because it doesn't give you the other ones until you actually unlock them. That would make sense though. That would make sense. Because like throughout the mission or the job or whatever, you'll be cleaning and you'll get a star and it'll say new job available. Woo! So I bet that makes sense actually. Any new specials? No, they still just got the Mars rover. I want some more interesting modes. That's what mobile games use stars for. I mean, hey, it's a good call. You're probably right. You're probably right. All right, guys. I think that's where I'm gonna end it though. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. Like literally, I've eaten 0 food today. So that's what I'm gonna go do. You guys, as always, super awesome. It is the highlight of my day to come here and hang out with you guys. I know I am monkeys. I'm sorry. It's a short stream tonight. It's a chill but a short stream. You guys make me sad now. I take back all the nice things I said. You make me feel so sad now. No, I'm kidding. But we'll be streaming tomorrow night. And it'll be normal. So fear not. There's still more to come. I'm gonna go eat some food and chill so that I can go to work tomorrow. I will hug Chester for all of you. Thanks guys for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you. But that's where we're gonna end it. If there was shorter missions to do, I would, but unfortunately, all we have left to do is this big, long house. So, until next time, you guys take care of yourselves, love each other, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.